All right. Good evening, everyone out there in social media land. This is Andre Hayden, your host for this evening. I want to welcome all of you here that are in attendance to this special conversation. This is a wealth conversation we're going to have tonight. Listen, everybody, I want you to grab a piece of paper. I want you to jot down the website that you see at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across the screen, and get that website, www.alerts4cash.com, alerts number four cash.com. You're going to want to go to that website for more information. I promise you. We're going to have a wealth conversation tonight, and certainly we want to make sure that you have all the information you need on how you can better your financial situation. Are you in that situation right now? Are you in a position where you see that there are things that have happened in your personal life because of 2020, maybe because of 2008, 2009, but just in life general? Life happens when you're making other plans, right? And so we're here to give you an alternative solution to your financial situation, all right? We want to give you a solution, a formula to help you to stimulate your own personal economy, a stimulus package that you can have for the rest of your life rather than waiting on the government. Okay, so write down that website, www.alerts4cash.com. I'm very happy to have you all here tonight. Now, listen, we're going to have this wealth conversation. We're going to get right into it. Let me tell you something, everybody. This has been an unprecedented year. As we all know, we're less than a week away, less than 6 days away from the presidential election, an election on the local level, state level, and of course, the federal level. We have experienced a global pandemic, which is still alive and still active around the world today. In fact, yesterday we got the news on the news reports that Europe is shutting down the country for a whole month, another month, because of the upticks of the COVID-19 cases in Europe and Germany and France, and of course, all over the world. Here in the United States of America, we're seeing an uptick in COVID. So these are real issues that we're dealing with. We have literally millions upon millions of people who are unemployed, who have lost their jobs. Over 80,000 businesses have closed their doors forever. We have major corporations, companies like Boeing, who just announced yesterday they're laying off 7,000 of their employees. American Airlines laying off 19,000 employees. These are real issues in real times. And so we want to have a wealth conversation with every single one of you, right? And have a, a cheek-to-cheek conversation on what you can do, what you and I can do to better our financial situation. Now, we have come to find that most people who have gotten into this case where they've lost their jobs, right, and they realize that there is no longer anything such as job security. That's been a thing of the past. Okay, more people are reinventing themselves. People are going back to school. People are, looking for different careers to get into more than ever before. And what's even more exciting is people are looking to start a business of their own. They're looking to go into business for themselves so that they can control their financial destiny. That's what we want to talk about tonight. All right. How you can, change your economic trajectory by becoming a self-employed individual, someone who has a business model, and how you can indeed learn how to multiply your money just like the banks do. That's right. We're going to show you how to multiply your money. Now, hear me on this. Okay. This is nothing new. This is nothing that Andre Hayden has come up with. This is something that's been going on for thousands of years. It's called the foreign exchange market, over 2,000 years strong. The foreign exchange market is not impacted by local or regional or even global issues. The foreign exchange market is not impacted by whether or not the stock market goes up or down. All right. The foreign exchange market is open 24 hours a day, almost 7 days a week. And you're going to find out how you can tap into the largest financial market in existence tonight. I'm going to share that information with you. So make sure you write down our website, www.alerts4cash.com. It's scrolling across the screen right there. All right, let's get into the meat of the matter here, folks. Listen, There's three things I want to tell you tonight, okay? That you need to understand that this is not up for negotiation, all right? Hear me very loud and clear what I'm saying to you, okay? There's three things that you and I are going to need to do right away, as soon as possible, okay? Number one, we need to learn how to multiply our money as fast as humanly possible. Why do I say that? The US dollar, okay, is declining as we speak. The US dollar is not worth what it used to be worth 30, 40, 50 years ago. You ever see how prices of food and gasoline and just the cost of living is getting higher and higher and higher? Well, all that really means, folks, is that the US dollar is getting less and less of value. Okay, so what we have to do to outpace inflation or the devaluing of our currency is to multiply our money as fast as humanly possible. Let me tell you something. We have seen the government step in and have infused trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars of fiat currency. Fiat currency is currency that has no value. Okay. Imagine if you and I can go into our bedroom and we can print money, right? Print it, literally print money, and it be something we can use as a medium of exchange and have no limit as to how much money we can print in our bedroom. Well, first of all, it's illegal for us to do that, right? And second of all, we'll be in jail. Okay. Yet the Federal Reserve government, okay, has the power to print more money. They call it the form of stimulus, right? Quantitative easing. That's another economic term you can look up in Google. Okay. So what we have right now is a massive situation where dollars are being printed and put and circulating into the economy, and there's nothing of real tangible value, right, backing that money. In fact, prior to 1971, the US dollar used to be backed by silver and gold, but we got off of that standard in 1971 when President Nixon, right, signed an executive order, right, to take the US dollar off the gold standard. So there's nothing of true tangible value, right, that's backing our US currency. So what we need to do is multiply our money as fast as humanly possible. What I'm going to share with you tonight, I don't believe there's anything else out there, okay, honest to goodness, that can show you how to multiply your money, literally do what the banks are doing every single day with your deposits, your savings account, your checking account, your money market, your certificates of deposit. Anytime you put money into the bank, that gives the bank the power, right, to multiply money. Only difference is you're not yielding, you're not getting the profits off of that. You're not enjoying the benefits of that. The banks are. Okay, so we're going to show you how to do what the banks do. Secondly, we want you to get out of debt as fast as humanly possible. I'm talking about credit card debts. I'm talking about car loans. I'm talking about student loans. I'm talking about mortgages, all of those things that you think you have to spend 20 or 30 years to pay off. You can literally pay it off sooner than you think, right? So it is very important that you and I get out of debt as fast as humanly possible. The third thing you want to do is you want to focus on acquiring as many tangible income producing assets as humanly possible. What do I mean when I say that? I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about land. I'm talking about, private placement memorandums. I'm talking about putting your money to work so you don't have to work for money. These are the three things that you and I must focus on and focus on ferociously, especially with what we're dealing with in today's. All right. Did you know that most people who've gone out to get a college degree, myself, people, students of today, we've been taught this thing to say, hey, study hard, get a good education, get a good job, right? A good job that you can work for 30 or 40 years. And then after you've worked 30, 40 years, you should land safely into this whole fantasy world called retirement. Well, how many of you all know that that is not the case anymore? In fact, most people who have worked 30 or 40 years are still working. They're working at Walmart, they're working at Taco Bell, they're working at McDonald's, and they're 60, 70 years old. And it's not because they're bored, ladies and gentlemen. It's because they have to continue to work because their retirement was not sufficient enough to sustain them for the rest of their lives. And yet we have over $1.6 trillion in student loan debt as we speak. 1.6 trillion. You heard me correct. Our young folks are going to school as they to do to get a college degree and hopefully be able to get a good job. But how many of us know that job security is a thing of the past? These are real numbers. These are not numbers that I just came up with. There's something else that's quite alarming. In the wake of the pandemic, the global pandemic that we all have been dealing with all year, okay, there's something that's going to happen at the end of 2020. This thing called a moratorium, where evictions had to be put off for a while, right? No one can be evicted during the moratorium. But let me tell you something. This moratorium is going to expire at the end of this year, okay? So starting January 1st, upwards of 40 million American households are going to receive an eviction notice and or a foreclosure notice, right? So just because we've been delayed in paying rent, and we've been delayed in paying our mortgages, it doesn't mean that it's still not due. You still have to pay it. How many people do you know will be able to pay 6, 7, 8 months of rent at one time? They're not going to be able to do it. So real estate experts and economic experts predict that upwards of 40 million Americans are in danger of being evicted beginning January 1st of 2021. That is a major problem, folks. And so we want to talk to you. We want to talk to you as homeowners. We want to talk to you who are behind on your rent. We want to talk to you who've been laid off because of COVID-19. We want to talk to you, right, who's seriously serious, right, about taking control of your financial future, because we're not playing games here, folks. We're talking about exposing you to the largest financial market in existence. Let's get into that. In fact, folks, let's talk about what it is that we have access to through our partner company, better known as I Am Master Academy. We're going to get into this right now, and I want to share with you something that's extremely powerful, right? Listen, as I've just been saying to you, people are facing challenges that never faced before. Yeah, listen, we've got a major issue. We've got a major issue, not only here in the United States, but all over the world. People all over the world are losing confidence, their self-worth, their happiness, their health, their finances are suffering at epic proportions. Did you ever feel, or are you feeling it even right now, like you were meant to do something more? It's got to be a better way, right? So what if there was another way? What if things could be different? 85% of people who are working an everyday job are not happy. 85%, according to the 2017 Gallup poll. 8 out of every 10 people who's driving to work, getting up every morning, taking a shower, grabbing your coffee, grabbing your lunch, grabbing your keys, you get in the car, you drive, you get into that place where you absolutely dread going to. How many of you all push that snooze button multiple times every morning? What does that tell you? That means you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to have to go to that job, but you know you have to, because you got to pay what? The bills, right? 85%. That's incredible. Now, our story is simple. We empower people. We build better lives. We give meaning and purpose. It's why so many people who have connected with our partner company, right, are seeing unbelievable success. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about people who are high school dropouts. I'm talking about college grads. I'm talking about doctors. I'm talking about attorneys. I'm talking about 70, 80-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds. I'm talking about someone who's graduated from Penn State, and I'm talking about people who just got out of the state pen. It doesn't matter what your economic or social background is. Our story is simple. We believe real change begins with positive self-talk and thinking that's what finding success is within you already. Now, how do you talk to yourself? We can become, right, what we think we can become. That's what our partner company is all about. That's what we're all about. I Am Master Academy is a company that is changing lives literally worldwide. As we speak, we have over 400,000 students who have enrolled in our online academy to learn this lifetime skill called Forex trading and currency trading. Now, listen, listen, 60% of those who are out there working for someone else, okay? 60%, there's four different ways that we make money. You're going to either work for someone, you're going to work for yourself, right? So 60% of the way money as a population is by punching a time clock and working for someone else. All right. There's someone that said one time that you're going to either work to build your own dreams or you're going to continue to work to build someone else's. All right. Now, listen, if that's what you want to do, if you're totally happy and content with the income that you make working for someone else, then God bless you. Continue to do that. Right. This conversation is not for you. All right. But for the people that are out there, and I've already shown the slide that said 85% of those that do work for someone else are not happy or satisfied or fulfilled. All right. So I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the person who's not happy with their job or they're not happy with their financial situation. Okay. The other way that you make money is to become self-employed. So you move from saying, hey, I'm going to stop punching the time clock for someone else. I'm going to work for myself. Now, that's very admirable. All right, we're talking about people maybe who start, let's say, like, a barbershop or beauty salon or lawn care, a doctor or an attorney. You are now in the realm of being self-employed. 35%, right, of the workforce make their money that way by being self-employed. The problem with that is if you don't go to work, you don't get paid, right, because you're self-employed. Right. So you have to show up every day in order for you to get a paycheck. At least when you're working for someone else, they give you sick pay. They give you, 2 weeks vacation, things of that sort. Right. But as a self-employed individual, you're at the helm. You're in charge of your own life, basically. Right. And so that's not necessarily, where you want to stay at. We're talking about putting you in a position where you can leverage your time and your money. And the only way to do that is on this other side of this chart, and that is to become a business owner and or an investor. A business owner is a person who has a system that will continue to generate revenue and profits for them, whether they are present or not. Let me give you an example. You own a McDonald's franchise. You spent a couple of $1 million to buy a McDonald's franchise. You hire a manager to run that McDonald's franchise. The manager then hires employees to help run the business. You as the business owner don't need to be present. You don't have to be there. So that means you can make money around the clock as a franchise owner. Problem with that is you got to spend millions upon millions of dollars, right, to invest in something like that. But what if we can show you a system, right? An opportunity to invest in a franchise that you don't even have to pay even a percent. The entrance fee to what we do is laughable in comparison, right? Based upon the entry of buying a franchise, a traditional franchise. We're going to talk about that, and then of course 1% make their money by letting their money go to work for them. These are investors. These are people who invest, making their money work for them. Did you know that money never gets tired? It never asks for a vacation. It never gets sick, right? Money will work for you as long as you put it to work. Okay, now we're going to show you how to do that. But this is what's really amazing to me, right? 4%, the business owners and the investor, that represents 5% of the market, right? Yet they control 95%. They make 95% of the world's wealth. But the self-employed and the employees only share 5% of the entire world's wealth. 95% on this side of the chart sharing 5% of the world's wealth. 5% on this side sharing 95% of the world's wealth. Which side do you want to be on? That's the conversation we're having, right? So we're talking about introducing you to the world's largest, most powerful financial market in existence. We're talking about the foreign exchange currency market. It is tremendously larger than the stock market, the equities market, right? It is open 24 hours a day, almost 7 days a week. In fact, the foreign exchange market is so large, ladies and gentlemen, it is generating over 6.6 trillion, that's with a capital T, $6.6 trillion a day in volume. The stock exchange produces around $280 billion a day. Now, compare the foreign exchange market to that. I mean, there is no comparison. It's the largest financial market in existence, right? Over $6 trillion a day as we speak, right? It's open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. That means Sunday evening from 4 p.m. Central Standard Time to Friday evening, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, you have an opportunity to participate in the world's largest, most powerful financial market right from your computer or your laptop or even your smartphone, okay? This is a market you can exchange in without owning any physical money. This is a digital exchange. We live in a digital world now. Literally, with the push of a button, you can tap into this market. Whereas 20, 30 years ago, you and I were not able to participate in this market because you would have to have at least $1 million, right? And you would have to open up a brokerage account with a broker on the floor in the exchange market to be able to physically buy currencies. Now, you don't have to buy currencies physically. You don't have to fly to Europe. You don't have to fly to Mexico. You don't have to fly to Canada to exchange your US dollars. You can do it digitally, right, from your computer or smartphone. We have another emerging market called the digital currency market. This is cryptocurrency, folks. If you haven't been sleeping under a rock over the past 10 years, then you probably heard of Bitcoin and Ripple and Ethereum. This is the new emerging market that is now fastly growing towards becoming $1 trillion a year market. You can literally trade Bitcoin, buy and invest in Bitcoin right now. Just to give you an example of how powerful this is, back in 2009, when Bitcoin was first invented, all right, and we saw in 10 years, one Bitcoin, which was at that time worth about a penny, less than a penny, to today, one Bitcoin is worth in excess of $13,000. So if you had invested $100, think about this. Had you known about this, I didn't even know about it, right? Had you known about Bitcoin in 2009 and invested only $100 one time, imagine what your wealth portfolio would look like today. And folks, there are people out here who have invested in Bitcoin years ago who are now millionaires and yes, even billionaires. And we're just getting started. The Bitcoin is now being accepted all over the world as a global form of payment. That's right. Even Visa has now teamed up with Bitcoin. PayPal has teamed up with Bitcoin. Did you know that you can buy coffee at Starbucks with Bitcoin? You can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can literally live your life with this medium of exchange called cryptocurrency. It's absolutely fascinating. Now you can even trade with it right from your phone or computer without any physical money. I Am Mastery Academy is the largest online educational platform in the world that teaches people how to trade cryptocurrency, foreign exchange. Right? We're the largest. There's no one can compare. In just 7 years, this company has been founded by our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry, back on July 4th of 2013. And as of 2020, we are over 400,000 students worldwide in over 120 countries. We are fastly approaching 1 million students by this time next year, and we will be a $1 billion a year company. Foreign exchange is one of the academies that we have. We have 4 academies. You're going to be going to school, okay? This is the online educational platform where you're going to learn a lifetime skill that no one can take away from you. Foreign exchanges, Mastery Academy is one of our academies. High frequency, binary options, Mastery Academy. That's our second academy where you can literally make money within minutes. Okay. And now when I say minutes, I mean it. I'm talking about 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You can make profit in this binary options foreign exchange market. And then, of course, cryptocurrency is our Mastery Academy, where you're going to learn how to invest in Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and even learn how to trade in this market and make unbelievable profits. Now, let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out. Past profits do not guarantee future results. cryptocurrency trading, foreign exchange currency trading, high frequency binary options trading. Just like anything else, it carries a certain amount of risk. But when you learn the strategies that we're going to teach you and learn the skill set, we're going to show you how to mitigate or minimize your risk exposure, right? And maximize your profit potential. It's all about the skill set, folks. That's what we're going to teach you. All right. So I just want you to understand that you have to understand there's always any type of inherent risk in anything we do. And this is not an exception, but we're going to show you step by step how to minimize your risk exposure and maximize your profit potential. Our other academy is the Home-Based Business Academy, where you're going to be able to have a franchise. You can launch your own I Am Mastery Academy franchise and make money on a residual basis. Okay. Now we have access to over 160 educators and master traders. You'll have access to them online. Think of it like being the Netflix of foreign exchange, right? You can go through various channels and pick and choose which master trader or educator you like to listen to, right? They speak multiple languages and we're all over the world. All right. You're going to learn from the best with this online platform. It's absolutely phenomenal. And you'll have live mentorship. Now, imagine you're on a live trading session with one of our master traders who's not only going to teach you the skill set, but even give you their trade ideas that they themselves are going to trade in. They'll give you a trade idea. They're taking that trade in their own individual accounts, and you at your discretion can follow the leader. All right. It's like Simon Says for grown-ups. It's incredible. All right. Now we have multiple tools and software available through I Am Mastery Academy. Artificial intelligence, proprietary software that you cannot get access to anywhere else. Okay. And this proprietary software will give you entry points and ideas that they're going to send you by way of apps. Even you can even have apps downloaded on your phone. And even when you're on the go, you're on your lunch break at work, you're on vacation, you're sitting on the beach and you get an alert on your phone. That's one of our master traders sending you a trade idea that you can potentially profit from. Can you imagine, folks, being able to copy and paste a profit potential trade idea anywhere where you are in the world? All you need is your smartphone and the internet. It's incredible. All right. So that is what we do. I Am Mastery Academy is in the business of empowering people all over the world. We've got folks from South America. We got folks from the Caribbean islands. We got folks from Africa, America, Canada, over 120 countries that's benefiting immensely. Their lives have changed for the better because of I Am Mastery Academy. We are in the business of empowering, educating, right, and enriching over 1 million customers. We will reach that plateau by the end of 2021, actually by the mid part of 2021, and we'll be going into millions and millions of more customers who will be impacted in a positive way because of I Am Mastery Academy. Now, what is your investment? All right. And I'm going to ask you a question, right? And I want you to think about this. If we can show you a way to multiply your money like the banks do and grow your account over time. In fact, I'm going to show you a chart to show you the potential of what can happen with just a one-time $500 investment into your own brokerage account. I Am Mastery Academy. We do not trade your money for you, right? No one's managing your money for you. You're going to be empowered by the skill set that we're going to teach you to trade at will out of your own individual brokerage accounts. Okay. All right. So our online tuition to join this company, to be able to have access to everything I've shared with you, it's a one-time setup fee for $234.95 and $174.95. That is your monthly tuition. Now, this is what the Forex Academy. Now, if you choose the other academy, the HFX Academy, high frequency binary options, it's same setup, $234.95 and $174.95 a month. Or if you choose to just focus on digital currency and cryptocurrency, like how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin, we have that academy for you, $234.95 and $174.95. Or if you're like I am, you want access to all of it, then I encourage you to sign up under the Elite package, where you have access to every single one of our academies for one-time setup of $324.95 and $274.95 a month. Now think about this for a second. For the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you're going to be able to have access to the most powerful online educational platform that teaches foreign exchange currency trading, digital currency trading, high frequency trading, right? For the cost of a cup of coffee a day. And yes, it is tax deductible because it's deemed as a legitimate home-based business expense. You're getting ready to go to school, folks. Right? Instead of paying $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a year, right, at a university or college, we're going to show you how to make more money than most people make in the course of a lifetime by learning the skill set. All right. Now, we have the ability to have access to all of this software that we talked about. But here's what's even more exciting. I Am Mastery Academy is so dedicated to empowering, enriching, and educating lives all over the world that we have put together what we call our 2 and Free program. This is a scholarship program, okay, where if you refer only 2 people, 2, say it with me, folks, 2, only 2 people who remain active as students who also want to learn how to trade, who also want to learn how to multiply their money and get out of the rat race, I Am Mastery Academy is going to waive your monthly tuition as long as those 2 customers remain active. Now think about that. If you are, imagine going to Yale or Harvard or an HBCU like the great Tennessee State University, right? My alma mater. Imagine you being able to just refer 2 people who also come to TSU with you, right? And TSU waives your tuition. Can you imagine that? Right? Can you imagine Yale or Harvard or Princeton waiving your tuition if you just refer only 2 people? That's not going to happen, folks. But here at I Am Mastery Academy, it's available to you through our 2 and Free program. I highly encourage you all to get started with us like yesterday. But more than that, think about your fellow man. Think about someone that's also looking for a way out, and just let them know what we've got available here. And when you refer only 2 customers who become active, your tuition is waived every month. All right. Now, let's get into the last part of this presentation. This is totally optional. Let me say it one more time. It is absolutely optional, because if you learn this lifetime skill that we're going to share with you, right, through this company. And by the way, we have live trading sessions. In fact, we've got one going on tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to sit in and just watch, then just hit me up, DM me, inbox me. Let me know, Andre, I just want to be a fly on the wall. I want to see what you guys are doing. I want to see it live and in living color, right? We're going to be doing that tonight. In fact, we do it every night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And me and my team, we're trading live every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can choose either one of those times, and we'll make you our special guest to be able to have a free pass to watch us multiply our money. That's right. You'll be able to see that even before you decide to join I Am Mastery Academy. But here is a optional program, right? We're talking about 2 sides of creating wealth. Becoming an investor, which we talked about, all right? And that in and of itself is going to empower you in such a way, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to show you a chart to explain to you the potential and the power of compound interest, all right? But to become an independent business owner is totally optional. For an additional $17 a month, you now can have a franchise in I Am Mastery Academy. What do I mean by that? If you become an independent business operator through I Am Mastery Academy for an additional $17 a month, you now have the ability to generate income, but through your referrals and the referrals of others. Let me explain. Let's say you refer someone, right, who decided to enroll in the FRX Academy or the HFX Academy or DXX or even Elite package. You're going to get a one-time sign-up bonus of $25 or $50, right? Then what starts to happen is this, folks. This is what really gets exciting, Okay. I Am Master Academy is going to pay you, instead of them spending millions and billions of dollars in commercials and Super Bowl ads and all of that. I Am Master Academy is going to pass on those profits to you and I for helping them to build their company, right? This is why we have over 400,000 students worldwide, because of this model called word of mouth. It's really simple, right? You refer 3 customers. I Am Master Academy is going to pay you $150 a month or $37.50 a week. If there are 12 customers in your franchise, you refer 3 and then they start to refer people for a total of 12 customers. I Am Master Academy is going to pay you a residual bonus of $600 a month or $150 a week. Ladies and gentlemen, $600 a month. Think about that. Just because you only shared this with a few people who shared it with a few people, that's a $7,200 a year raise you just gave yourself. All right. Think about that for a second. Think about the power of that. Think about how many people right now are still trying to get unemployment. Okay. But they're not able to get it. When your franchise has grown to a total of 30 customers, I Am Master Academy is going to pay you $1,000 a month. In other words, you just gave yourself a $12,000 a year raise. 12,000. If you connect back to what we talked about, and that is learning how to trade and learning how to grow your money. Imagine being able to get a check in the mailbox from I Am Master Academy and taking that money and using it to trade to grow your wealth. Now you're using the power of OPM, other people's money, the power of OPE, other people's experience, because our master traders are going to send you trade ideas, right? Leverage, folks. It's all about leverage. You now have reduced your risk to zero. Your personal risk is now reduced to zero. It is unfathomable. All right. I cannot imagine that, you cannot imagine the power of what I've just shared with you. Okay. I want you to really, really dial into what I'm saying to you and listen very carefully. If we can show you a way to generate an extra $1,000 a month, right? Without driving to work, without working 40 hours a week, without going and getting a job at Uber or Lyft or Papa John's or anything like that, right? I'm talking about mailbox money, and then show you how to take that mailbox money and multiply it in the foreign exchange market. Do you understand what I just said to you and how powerful this is? All right. Watch this presentation because it's being recorded. If you didn't catch that, I want you to watch it again over and over again until it really resonates with your spirit. And then you're going to jump out of your skin, folks. You're going to be like, Andre, I'm ready to sign up. Okay. Period. We could stop right there, but it gets even better. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the ability to generate untold wealth in I Am Master Academy. Again, past performance does not guarantee future results. All right. But listen at this. I only showed you the first 3 levels, right, of generating untold income through I Am Master Academy, but it gets even better and better and better. Because if you're looking at this chart here, folks, you can make upwards of $750,000 plus a month just simply by building your franchise. Because as customers come in, they're going to share with customers. They're going to share it and bring in customers, and you know the rest, right? Through word of mouth, your franchise is going to grow and grow and grow to where you have a formidable franchise generating more money in 1 month than most people will make in 20 or 30 years of working. This is no exaggeration, folks. We have people making $750,000 a month, and they haven't even reached the age of 25 yet. Okay, that's available to you if you so desire. Okay, this is what I Am Mastery Academy is all about. We're all about paying off your debt. We're all about learning to trade, teaching you how to trade in the world's largest financial market, teaching you how to save money, teaching you how to change your life. Right? This is what we do. I Am Master Academy is changing lives all over the world. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? And so here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. Okay. I am really excited about this, such to the point where I'm dedicating my time to share this with you tonight. You need to go to www.alertsforcash.com. In fact, I want to share this one last thing with you before I let you guys go. I want you to see what potentially can happen. What potentially can happen, okay, if you decide to be a part of this, and more importantly, let us show you. We've got a live trading session going on at 10 o'clock tonight in the next hour. You are more than welcome to join. Just simply let me know, inbox me or inbox a person that invited you to this call and say, look, I want to be a fly on the wall. I want to watch you guys trade in the markets. All right. Because what's going to happen, folks, is you're going to see how you can multiply your money. Now, most people will open up their own individual brokerage accounts with a minimum of $500. Remember, as a Platinum 600, that's $600 a month that you can use to trade with. But let's say, hypothetically, you would put $500 into your brokerage account and you're following our system. We're teaching you the life skill of multiplying your money. Ladies and gentlemen, if you went for a small percentage in the market of 2%, which is it's very doable. Okay, I'll just put it to you like that without saying any guarantees. Right? There's no guarantees in life, but if you follow our system, there's a high probability that you can do this. Okay, all right. Just keep that in mind. Multiplying and compounding your money over time, over time, over time. We ask that you be consistent and give yourself time to succeed. Give yourself 12 to 18 months, right, to make this happen, because it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen over time if you're persistent and if you just stay plugged in to our training system that we make available to you. $500 potentially, right, earning 2% a day over 300 days of trading with no weekends included. Look what can potentially happen by this time next year, folks. All right, let's say you started tonight trading with us. We had a live trading session going on tonight. We're going to show you how to multiply your money, letting compound interest work for you instead of against you, right? Compounding your profits. And by this time next year, you can be a six-figure trader. All right. It's just that simple. Now, you're going to start off very small, right? Because we're going to show you proper risk management. We're going to show you proper money management. I'm going to show you how to compound your money over time. So 2% of $500 is $10, right? If you made that $10, you just increase your balance by $10. Now you have $510 principal. The next day you're trading $10.20, right? You're looking to make $10.20. And as you can see, each day, as you compound your money, your balance can potentially grow to these numbers, right? Just going for 2% a day. And over time, day after day, day after day, you're starting to notice that your balances are starting to increase. I mean, just in 24 days, actually in 30 days, you pretty much almost doubled your money. That's amazing, right? That's an amazing return on your money. Now, looking at this as it continues to grow and grow and grow and grow, your balances are growing because you are compounding your profits. You're compounding your profits. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. And as you continue to trade day after day, just getting in our trading sessions, following our master traders, you can potentially see your account grow and grow and grow to over time. By the time next year, we're talking about 300 trading days. We're not even talking about a full year. It's 365 days in a year. In 300 trading days or trading sessions, look where you can be this time next year, okay? We're talking about having a principal balance that started at $500 that could potentially grow to $190,000 plus, just going for 2% a day. And at that point, folks, you'll be generating $3,727 a day. Now, I don't know about you, but I think I can use an extra $3,000 a day. I wouldn't have a problem with getting that, right? But think about it. You started off with only $500. You started off only making $10 in the trade. But through the power of compounding, and persistence and just simply learning the skill set, ladies and gentlemen, you can now move yourself into the top 1% income bracket in the entire planet. This is live, not Memorex, folks. We're talking real potential numbers here. And we have thousands upon tens of thousands of people who are doing this every single day. Matthew Thayer, who's our featured trader that will be featured tonight in our live session. Again, I highly encourage you to get back with the person that invited you to this call, or inbox me personally and say, Andre, I want to be a fly on the wall. I want to watch this live trading session. And you're going to see Mr. Matthew Thayer at work, and along with all of our other master traders. Absolutely incredible. With that, folks, we're going to go ahead and conclude this talk. I want to thank you for your time tonight. And I want to encourage you, go to www.alerts4cash.com. This financial revolution is real. We are teaching people that this whole financial revolution and this great wealth transfer that's happening right now. It's happening as we speak. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to understand that there is a solution to your financial dilemma, and it's called currency trading. I hope you all have a great evening. Get back with the person that invited you to this call. And everyone, please have a great night. Take care of yourselves.